Hello, everyone. This is Audrey Giles from Holistic Strategies for Healthy Living. Well, November is Diabetes Awareness Month. Do you know that diabetes is the eighth leading cause of death in the United States? It affects more than 25 million people and is said to increase your chances of heart attack or stroke by 200 to 400% because it can cause elevated cholesterol levels and high blood pressure. Studies show that it can take 20 years off your life. I know so many people with diabetes, and I'm sure you do as well. As a matter of fact, my grandmother passed away. She was an amputee because of diabetes. So I decided to do a little study, a deep dive into diabetes. And, I thought to myself, I'd just share the information that I learned with you. So, what is diabetes? I'm going to talk about what diabetes is and the cause. But before I do that, I want you to turn with me to Hosea 4, verse 6. And I'm reading from the New International Version of the Bible. It says, "My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also reject you as my priests. Because you have ignored the law of your God, I also will ignore your children." They say knowledge is power, but knowledge only becomes powerful when we apply it. I know so many people who have diabetes and it's generational. Grandmothers have it, the mothers have it, their children have it. And so, I hope that as I share this information, it may help you or someone that you know to deal with this issue. So, what is diabetes? It's a chronic condition associated with abnormal levels of sugar in your blood. When your body cannot produce enough insulin, it causes diabetes. Your pancreas makes insulin, which is a hormone, and this hormone allows sugar to be used for energy, or it is stored as glucose or fat. So insulin prevents your blood sugar from getting too high or too low, and diabetes hinders your ability to produce insulin. There are two types of diabetes. Type 1 is an autoimmune condition where the body destroys the insulin producing cells. There's no known cure for this type of diabetes, and normally people with type 1 diabetes have insulin therapy for the rest of their lives. Type 2 diabetes is where insulin is not working properly in the body, or you're not getting enough to shuttle the sugar out of your bloodstream into the cells. Type 2 diabetes can be reversed through diet and lifestyle change. So, what are some signs that you may have diabetes? One is frequent urination. Another is excessive thirst and hunger, or blurred vision, tingling or numbness, or loss of feeling in your hands and feet, itchy dry skin, skin infections and sores that won't heal. Diabetes is said to be the leading cause of kidney failure, accounting for 44% of all cases of kidney failure. It's the leading cause of blindness in people who are 20, between the ages of 20 and 70. It's the leading cause of lower limb amputation. It also is the leading cause of mild or even severe form of nerve damage. So, what are some risk factors of getting diabetes? One, your family history. If you have family members who have had diabetes, then you should make sure that you get checked out. Two is ethnicity. African Americans are twice as likely to develop type 2 diabetes compared to other ethnicities. Your age can also contribute to getting diabetes the older you get. Your diet is another one. If you're on a highly processed foods diet, you're likely to develop diabetes. If you're obese, if you have a sedentary lifestyle, if you just sit at home and not exercise, then you're at high risk of getting diabetes. So, how can one become proactive in the prevention of diabetes? First, let's start with the diet. A diet consisting of highly processed foods, saturated fats, fried foods, puts you at risk for diabetes. Let's talk about our protein. We get our protein from various sources, such as meat. Meat is very acidic to the body. So only eat meat that is low in saturated fats, because saturated fats will increase your risk of heart disease. Your intake of protein should count for about 15% of your daily caloric intake. And we're talking about proteins such as cage-free chicken and turkey, wild salmon free from antibiotics and growth hormones. Avoid pork or fried foods. Beans are also high in protein, but they also count as a carbohydrate, okay? So watch your portion size. Meat does not raise your blood sugar level. Neither does eggs. They're high in protein, but be careful with your eggs because they're also high in fats, which puts you at a risk of heart disease. So it's better to use egg whites rather than the whole egg. Nuts and seeds are also excellent protein. Walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flaxseed, again have high protein and good fats. Avocados are high in omega-3 fats and are anti-inflammatory, but it's very good for your brain. Onions contain vitamin C and B6 fiber, which help to control your blood sugar levels. Garlic helps to lower your cholesterol and it improves your digestion and also helps to control yeast, like yeast infections. Asparagus will help to regulate your blood sugar. It will also help to boost your immune system. Be cautious of fruits. Most fruits are high in sugar, so stick to berries such as blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. And one thing that I wasn't aware of was that cucumbers are excellent for people with diabetes. They contain a hormone that your body needs to produce insulin. If you have diabetes, here are some things that you can do to try to control it. Make sure that you limit your stress level. Stay away from starchy foods because they will increase your glucose level. Make sure that you exercise frequently. Make sure to take your medications, your prescribed medication, and make sure to check your glucose level regularly. Your body tends to react differently to certain foods. Some foods will spike your blood sugar levels, and basically what you want is to have an even flow of your blood sugar level. So make sure that you eat small meals frequently, 3 to 4 times a day, so that you don't drop too low, the levels don't drop too low, or they don't spike too high. Type 2 diabetes is linked to your diet, and there is no medicine that is powerful enough to overcome a bad diet. So as you can see, diet is key when it comes to type 2 diabetes. Refined carbs and fats, those that you find in processed foods, are linked to obesity. Check your waistline. Studies have shown that men with waistline of 43 inches or more and women with a waistline of 37 inches or more have a 50% higher risk of premature death. Excess abdominal fat can be a sign of metabolic syndrome. Now, metabolic syndrome is not a disease. It's a group of conditions or markers that increases your risk of stroke, heart disease, and diabetes. You can reduce your chances of getting diabetes by gradually increasing your fiber intake. Now, fiber slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, and it allows a gradual increase in your blood sugar levels instead of the yo-yo spiking up and down, which can affect your heart and your kidneys. Most Americans only consume about 12 grams of fiber a day, and this should be between 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. Your green leafy vegetables and also cucumbers are very high in fiber. Another way of lowering your chances of getting diabetes is to make sure that you exercise. Even if you only do 20 to 30 minutes of walking per day, you can do 15 minutes in the morning and maybe 20 to 30 minutes in the evening. But one of the best times to walk is after dinner. This will help and to even out the blood sugar because your muscles will be utilizing the carbs or the glucose from the meal that you just ate from your dinner. Foods eaten in their natural state releases sugar more slowly so that you don't get a spike in your blood sugar levels. A spice that is excellent for people with diabetes is cinnamon. Cinnamon acts like insulin in the body and it removes sugar from the bloodstream and shuttle it into your cells. So as we enter the holiday season, between November and December, be mindful of the amount of processed foods and carbohydrates that you're consuming, especially if you're a diabetic. Cut out the cakes, cookies, and pies. Cut back on red meat and eat chicken, turkey, and fish, such as salmon. Make sure you practice portion control and add exercise in your daily routine. Have a wonderful holiday season and stay well. If this information was helpful, I share much more on my monthly Prioritize Your Health subscription program. Go to my website to get the information. The website is theholisticstrategies.com and you can sign up right there. Now, if you're more serious about becoming healthy in 2025, if you want to reset, restart, and refocus on your health, then you need to join my 30-day challenge beginning in January the 2nd. With this challenge, you will receive a recipe book where you can personalize your meals. You will receive workouts twice a week and have group accountability. So go to theholisticstrategies.com, email me, and say I am ready to reset, restart, and refocus in 2025. I'm looking forward to helping you achieve your health goals as we expect great things in 2025. This is Audrey Giles of Holistic Strategies for Healthy Living, encouraging you to make your health a priority.